Hey everybody, hope you're having an awesome day. Hey, welcome to the Alan's Awesome Keto World. Hey, hopefully you stick around and you kind of like what you see, and you'll join the community. It's a great community. Hopefully we're continuing to grow. Hopefully we're giving good content. Hopefully we're interacting and having a lot of fun together, right? So learning to get healthy together and enjoying ourselves together. Hey, we're going to talk about some myths about low carb keto diets, right? So kind of done something about this as well before, but I want to kind of talk about something. And I hear all the time when I'm in chat rooms or I see people saying the same thing and online to different folks and giving you recommendations and or suggestions or giving tips or giving advice and I kind of have my own opinion about some of this stuff, so I'm going to give you my opinion. Again, this is my opinion. I'm no doctor or scientist or nutritionist or anything else. I'm just a normal guy that's been doing this for about 4.5, almost 5 years now. So pretty successfully. I'm not a young guy anymore. I've done a lot of different diets. I've lost weight, and every time I lose weight, I gain it right back, right? So this is the first time I've actually been off and doing it, and I've been almost 5 years, like I said. October will be 5 years for me. It'll be my 5th year anniversary. I think I've kind of learned a few things over the last 4.5 years, plus the extra 50 plus years before that, and then so on and so forth. So I've always been overweight, I was a big bone, chubby kid and all that stuff. So, but anyway, I kind of wanted to talk about some of the things that I hear all the time, and I would dispute them. And if you do some research on your own and you go out and do that, I think that you would agree with me. But then again, that's just my opinion, like I said. So I'm gonna hopefully this gets us talking, right? So talking is a good thing. So we can disagree to disagree and have a civil conversation. I think that's a good thing. I think that helps stimulates people's growth, helps us to do some research and look. So hopefully we do some of that stuff today, right? So hopefully some of the topics that I bring up today will start people thinking. People will hopefully, I'm sure there'll be people that will dispute them or say that I'm crazy or I don't know what I'm talking about. And maybe I don't. So, but I can tell you what's my opinion, and it's my channel, and then we can discuss it, right? So, hey, I do, as we talk these things, and if anything resonates with you and you'd like to talk further, I do have an email down below, so email me at that email. I would love to respond and chat and talk to you about issues. Again, how are you doing on your weight? If you're having plateaus or stalls, I would love to talk to you about it and help you with them. And whatever I can do to help you be successful in your journey, weight loss, fitness, health journey, let me know. Again, I'm no doctor or anything else, but I love helping people. That's why I started this channel, so I could help others. And hopefully that's inspiring to others and too. So anyway, I'm getting just rambling here, so enough of that. So I'm going to talk real quick. I'm going to try to keep this video somewhat short. But you know me, I like to talk, so I will try to slow it down a little bit. So the first thing I want to talk about is all calories are equal, right? So I do have some notes in front of me that I'm going to pull up and I'm going to look at every once in a while. So please pardon me when I do that. But I kind of wanted to talk in this subject because I've heard this, I can't tell you how many times. Well, it's calories in, calories out. So all calories are the same. So it's going to be the same. So you have to watch your calories no matter what. So you have to count calories, and I'm going to tell you right now, I don't believe that's true at all, right? So calories are a measure of energy, right? So that's all they are. So it's how your body expends those energies or how they burn those energies that's different, right? So it doesn't mean that one calorie source is the same effect on your body as other calorie sources, right? So foods go through different pathways in your digestive system, some requiring a much more energy to process and much different metabolic pathways. So it has a very different effect on you as a person and how you digest them and how your body reacts to them. Also, it also has a very different effect on your hunger, your hormone systems, and a whole mess of other things that go around. And a lot of those hormones are the things that really help your body generate the weight loss that it goes through. So I would very strongly disagree that that calories in or calories out, right? So it's very, very different. Your body processes different types of carbs, different types of proteins, all kinds of different minerals and vitamins and stuff very differently. So, you know, your body reacts differently to them. So some pass right through you. Some have to get digested and it takes longer to digest. So just by reducing carbs and fats with protein, it does really help boost your metabolism. It reduces your appetites and cravings while optimizing your function for weight loss, regulating your hormones, right? So again, so if you're eating more proteins, and again, when you're reducing your carbs, generally you're eating a lot of the proteins because you're generally eating more meats and stuff of that nature, and they're harder to digest. You know, you lose your hunger and you don't get hungry. Also, while whole fruits and stuff like that are filled with calories and refined fruits, such as, never mind that. I'm not going to go down that path. So just to kind of go through it. So I personally don't think calories in equals calories out. So it depends on what those calories are and how your body processes them. So for me, like I said, I eat. If I measured calories, I probably eat between 15 and 2,000 calories. And when I eat for a period of time, any length of time below that, I actually have just the opposite effects. It causes my body to kind of stall my weight gain. It'll actually cause me to gain a little bit because it's starting to store because it thinks I'm going into a hunger mode or something like that. So it's not necessarily calories in, calories out. So if I'm eating enough calories and sustaining myself, the calories are good protein calories. It causes my body to work very hard. Even while you're sleeping, your body is still working hard to digest that food and to burn it off versus some kind of a complex carbs that your body just kind of has no problem with it. It doesn't hardly take any energy to burn or to just to store it, right? So to process it. So something to think about. And then again, I would talk a little bit about supplements for weight loss. In my opinion, taking supplements for weight loss is the wrong thing to do. There's a lot of companies out there that will tell you take this supplement to lose weight, take this diet pill to lose weight, you know, and most of the time it's just kind of some kind of a placebo, or it's not really, doesn't really do that. It kind of gives you that effect psychologically sometimes to help you conquer that in your mind, but realistically it really doesn't do that much for you. So I would really just stay away from supplements and stuff of that nature. So eating less and moving more, right? So really your body stores energy and the body needs energy, right? So to lose fat, it just makes common sense that you have to move more to burn more of that stored fat, right? Well, it kind of seems logical, and in theory, you know, you would think that that's correct, right? So while it really is bad advice, because over periods of time, you can't sustain eating less calories. Sooner or later, you're going to have to start eating more calories. And when you start eating more calories, you're going to gain the weight back, right? And especially if you have weight issues to start with, it really comes from eating the right amount of nutrients and the right kind of foods that you can sustain it. And your body needs enough stuff so you can change psychologically as well as biologically into a mood where what you're eating is sustaining yourself. You know, because eventually you're going to hit your goal. And when you hit your goal, you got to stay there. And you got to stay there and not kind of increase, right? So not go back up. So if you eat so that you lose weight, but you're doing it through calorie restrictions or bad diets or whatever, and you're not getting enough nutrients and enough proteins and fat and all that other good stuff, then when you reach your goal, you're just going to go off it and you're just going to gain the weight back, right? So the other thing too is, you know, everybody will tell you like in a keto diet, because in a keto we eat a lot of fat, right? Or some people eat a lot of fat. I try to eat a fair amount of fat, right? on it, because that's what I'm using for energy. And people will say, well, fat makes you fat. Well, fat provides around 9 calories per gram, compared to 4 grams per 4 calories per gram for carbs and protein. But fat has various densities, right? So it's commonplace. You find it in junk food and things of that nature. Yet, as long as the calorie intake is within a healthy range, fat does not make you fat, right? So, like I said, I'm one of them that tries to eat fair amount of fat. So I try to eat as much of the healthy fats as I can versus the saturated or the bad fats, right? So let's put it that way. So fat does not make you fat. It's really looking at those fats that you're eating, and if it's in junk food or whatever else, those are the type of fats that are bad for you, right? So you look at vegetable oils and different things. So the high calorie junk foods with the lard in it for fat, the processed oils that they're cooked in and stuff of that, those are the things that make your body fat. Your body needs fat to function. That's what carries your hormones. That's what carries your minerals and your vitamins throughout your body. So that you need to get a consistent amount of good, healthy fats to survive, right? And of course, weight loss diets work. So I will tell you that weight loss diets don't work, right? So, and you're gonna say, well, keto is a weight loss diet. For me, keto has been a lifestyle change, right? So, and I go from saying, I'm just gonna do this for the next 6 months till I lose the weight, then I'm gonna go back to what I was doing before. It's not gonna be that way. If you wanna sustain it, it has to become a lifestyle. You have to shift from one thought to another thought that, hey, you know what? This is the way I'm gonna eat the rest of my life. So I have to find ways of sustaining it. I have to find foods that I like. I have to find ways of cooking my favorite foods, like pizza, right? So that I don't eat regular pizza. I eat keto pizza that I make, or you can even buy them sometimes, right? But it's just finding ways of sustaining it. So weight loss diets, I would contest they do not work. It's about learning and teaching yourself to eat healthy, eating the way that makes you lose weight, whether it be keto or low carb, or whether it be Weight Watchers, or whether it be just eating healthy or vegan or vegetarian or whatever it is. If it makes you healthy, learning to do it so it can sustain you for long term and for the rest of your life, because that's what you're going to end up having to do. Otherwise, if you go back to a carbaholic, you're just going to gain the weight back, right? So hey, those are some of the topics I wanted to touch on today. Real quick, I probably didn't go into it in as depth as I should have. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you give it a thumbs up. Hopefully you subscribe down below. Hit that little bell icon over there. That would be greatly appreciated. Hey, go down there and check out those links down on the bottom. That really helps the channel out a lot. If you go down there and check those links out. Most of the stuff that I eat during the day is down there, or the ingredients. A lot of the things you see in my kitchen are down there. Also, go down there and check out the website as well. There's a link down to the website. I've started putting the recipes there. I know I've only got a few there now, but I'm working on it. It just takes time, right? So I'll get there and I'll have a lot of them. I do have a lot of them to put in there. So it's just a matter of having pictures and all that stuff and writing it all up and everything else. So hey, you guys are great. You guys are awesome. I'll talk to you later.